Welcome back, and thanks for tuning in. With parent-teacher conferences coming up soon, I thought this would be a good time to think about how to have a productive conversation with your child's teacher. Whether the report you're receiving is positive or whether you're dealing with a teacher who's shown some disapproval of your child, navigating these conversations can be tricky. In this video, I'll share how to communicate concerns without sounding judgmental, how to process criticism of your child, or you, and how to stay calm and turn what could be a challenging situation into an opportunity to support your child. First, it's important to remember that you and your child's teacher are on the same team. Both of you want your child to succeed. Setting a collaborative tone is a good first step to a productive conversation. You can set that tone by starting with a comment that just shows respect and appreciation, something like, "I really appreciate all you're doing to support my child's growth." Starting with appreciation opens the door to a positive, constructive dialogue. If you're thinking, wait, I don't really like this teacher, I don't feel that appreciation, try to think of it this way. We know that spending all day with our children can come with its challenges. So think of it as, I appreciate you spending all day with my child. Perhaps that's a way, you wouldn't say that phrase, but that's a way you can access the appreciation within yourself to try to set the tone for a positive conversation. So the first scenario we'll discuss is how to listen and process criticism productively. So if you hear something critical, it's really important to try to listen beyond the words. Listen for the opportunity. So say your child's teacher says, your child has a problem with attention. It's probably not a surprise to you if that's the case, but I want you in your mind, instead of feeling defensive, to try to reframe it immediately into, okay, where's the opportunity? Okay, how can we help my child address these issues productively? You can ask, can we talk about strategies that are working, what we might do at home to support his growth, etc. And that keeps the conversation solution-oriented instead of just focusing on the problem. It's also completely appropriate for you to share helpful information about your child with the teacher. The key is to do so in a way that doesn't sound defensive or like you're questioning the teacher's expertise. So in this example, you might say something like, well, at home, we've noticed that my child's name, responds really well to getting up every 15 minutes and doing a little activity. Is that something you could work into the classroom? I thought I'd share that in case it proves helpful. That way, you're offering valuable insight into your child without appearing to undermine the teacher's expertise. Sometimes parents have reported to me that their child's teacher shows some disapproval of their child. And putting to one side how furious that makes me, I want to help you manage your emotions in those moments because it can be really hard. So the first thing, obviously, just take a breath and then immediately try to reframe it in your mind. Tell yourself, great, they've identified an opportunity for us to come up with goals and work on skills that are problematic. Then you can, again, steer the conversation toward problem solving. You can ask, what strategies have been helpful so far? What do you think could support my child further in managing this challenge? It shows that you're invested in finding solutions and that you're redirecting the focus from criticism to collaboration. Let's talk about the opposite scenario. Say you're at the parent-teacher conference and you get an overwhelmingly positive report. Well, first, congratulations, and it does feel really good, but you still may want to ask about, are there any challenges? What are those challenges? It's still appropriate to ask that. You could say something like, it's great to hear that things are going so well. Are there any areas where we're focusing on support and growth for my child? This keeps the tone of the meeting positive while still making sure that all areas of development are addressed. As you wrap up the meeting, you can quickly recap the goals to make sure that you're on the same page with the teacher. And you can also, if you're interested, say that you'd like to check in regularly to see how progress is being made on those goals. It shows that you're open to ongoing communication and collaboration. And sometimes parents are afraid to say this because they feel like they're overstepping. But the worst that can happen is they say no. But it still shows your openness to that communication. Handling parent-teacher conferences can sometimes be challenging, but by staying as calm as you can, engaging in problem solving, focusing on being collaborative, you can make it a productive experience. So I hope this was helpful to you. If you liked it, I hope you'll subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.